Hey everyone, Hunter Baiden, Century 21 Harrelson in the office on a Sunday morning, just organizing things, getting ready for the week ahead, looking to be a terrific week, and stumbled across an old lockbox that I just recently took off of a sold property, and wanted to mention, I feel that I owe it to a few consumers or just people in the market that are not really sure how we get access to the properties or how we have over the 5,000 agents in this market. How do they get access to properties that are listed for sale? Of course, we don't just leave the door unlocked or expect the owner or the client to actually open the door for showings. We do have an MLS approved lockbox, and this is exactly what it looks like throughout the Coastal Carolina Association of Realtors. This is our approved lockbox. And what this box does is allows access to your property, but more importantly, it helps get qualified buyers through the door in order to get your property sold. I tell anybody that it's extremely important that if you want to generate the most amount of demand to your property, protect your equity, and get the property sold extremely quick, it is highly recommended that you do put an MLS lockbox on the door. It's guaranteed to get the most amount of showings, especially for your situation if that's what you need. If you need demand, maximum exposure, and a quick sale at the highest price possible, then of course make the property accessible. Okay, make it accessible, make it easy for buyers to come in and buy the property. We all know Amazon or Walmart, these online retailers, that it's so easy to go onto Amazon, log in, click on one item, and click one more button and you already bought the item. It's too easy for the consumer to go ahead and buy. We need to make it that easy for the consumer to buy your property. We don't need to have them held up or anything. We need to make sure that if they're interested, if they are in the area, that they can get in your property immediately. Okay, so that's why I recommend MLS lockboxes. Extremely important to get your property sold. I want to kind of go through obviously what they are, but how do they work? Okay, so if you look at this lockbox, we actually have two pieces, so two parts. You have the top shackle, and which obviously with a confirmation code, okay, obviously permission from the owner, with a confirmation code, we can press this down and release the shackle and put it on maybe a door handle, maybe a water picket. If there's a water hose on the side of the property, we can of course put it there, or even any fencing if the owner doesn't prefer a big old blue box right on the front door handle, which we certainly understand. And of course, with a confirmed showing, that means that a licensed realtor in this market has to call us, reach out to our office, make sure that 2 o'clock on Tuesday works for a showing. If they get confirmed, of course, by the owner, then we can give them a confirmation code to make sure that they can unlock the lockbox and thus get the key to get inside and show those buyers your property. Okay, so that's how they work. Obviously, only people that have access to these lockboxes is licensed realtors in this market that are currently licensed, and also if they have a confirmed showing by the owner to get access to that property. Of course, why do we have them? Why do we recommend these so strongly? It's for the consumer. It's for you. If you want to sell this property, if you're looking to get as much equity out of the property as possible, and of course get it sold within a reasonable amount of time, it's highly recommended that you get a lockbox on your property, get it easily accessible, because if the buyer wants to buy, we want them to see the product today. We want them to see it when they're ready. Okay, a couple security features. Obviously, who has access? Obviously, licensed realtors. It is tracked, so we do have tracking on all lockboxes. We know exactly what time that box was opened, which agent it was opened by, how long they were inside the property, and again, when they left the property. We get immediate text messages, immediate email notifications, so we know everything that's going on inside your home, even if we aren't specifically there or if you're not home. We know who's going in, we know what time they're there, and we know what time they're leaving. Extremely safe as far as security goes, which is usually the main aspect with showings. We want to make sure that the qualified buyers that are in your property, we actually know kind of what they're doing, how long they're there, and also what time they are leaving the property. And again, whenever the lockbox shackle locks and the buyers have left your property, we do get automatic notifications sent out to those agents getting feedback saying, hey, I saw you just showed the property, saw you guys were there about 15 minutes. Just kind of curious, I know that was a little bit longer than usual. Are your buyers interested? What questions do they have? Is there any feedback, positive or negative, that they could give our clients to make sure that we're putting the property in best condition and best shape to get it sold? Okay, so we can also track feedback. If you have any questions about a lockbox, about what other lockboxes may do or what they may not do, please feel free to reach out at 843-503-9988. You can also email me at hbaidenc21@gmail.com. Look forward to being a resource for you, and if you're ever looking to get your property up on the market and getting it sold, I highly recommend an MLS approved lockbox. Not a keypad, not a off-brand, off-market lockbox. Of course, a professional and licensed lockbox. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.